was one guy that went to a sex party at the building I worked at, and they kicked him out. He got kicked out of the party.
To bring in a
I
blanket.
guess he stink. He was stinky.
Oh, that sucks.
He was so upset. He came to the lobby and he says, "They are having a sex party upstairs.
Oh, he snitched.
Call the police." He says, "They are having a sex party."
There is some change coming to the world, boys. And by change, I mean time. And by time, I mean the time change. Everybody, I don't know if it was clear enough, but yeah, man, people are kind of excited. Some are not. They don't see the point of it, but we're trying to get rid of time change, having to go forward in the clocks and go back on clocks, during spring and fall and shit. So, what do you guys think about it, man? This has been around longer than I've been born. So it's like, why now the change? Is it now being seen pointless? Because I know some states don't even do time change. So, what do you guys take? What's your take on it?
Go ahead.
No, go for it, dude.
I don't like if the farmers and all these motherfuckers need to keep doing this shit, let them do it. But why the fuck does it have to change my life? Because this shit is, I just feel like for the people it matters for, go ahead. Do what you need to do, farming, whatever.
Wait. Do you mean do your farming at a weird hour? Do you mean they would change their clocks? So it would basically be like U.S. time and then farmer time, which would be an hour ahead or behind.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'd be the guy that's on farmer time. I'm on FT.
Just sounds
It's
wild.
every broadcast. Oh, and at this time for farmers.
The next time there's a political election, they're gonna be like, and Farmer Time Joe, he has to wake up. Every time they talk about like the hypothetical worker, they were like Joe the plumber. Joe the plumber. Yeah, like who the fuck is Joe?
Yeah, no, that should.
Now they've been talking about it for so long, man. I remember there being discussions about this shit back when I was in like elementary school.
Damn. About the
It's
70s?
such a pain in the ass. I
It's in
woke
the
up
70s.
this week and I was wondering while I was like, "Oh, why do I feel like fucking absolute shit?" And it's because I lost an hour of sleep.
But that's the whole point of this. You don't get to lose anything. It just stays the same.
No, thank God the sun was going down over here at 4:30. That shit was terrible.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man, it caused a lot of seasonal depression, especially for me. It shit sucks.
You were basically never seeing sunshine, huh?
Exactly. I would wake up in the afternoon. I'd get my bike ride to work, and that was about it. By the time 4:30 came around, the sun was almost setting, and it's dark by like 5:30. So
You know
it
how
was
you
just-
fix that, though, right?
How?
Get up earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Farmer's time. Damn.
Tony, Doey just like asked how in the way that a teenager asks their dad whenever he's about to make some snarky comment.
Yeah, he
It was
did.
the exact same energy.
You brought the energy. But no, I think it's a good thing, honestly. I think they're just saying, yo, this is the standard time. Fuck it. Fuck this going back and going forward bullshit. And maybe the companies, like major companies, are just tired of people using that a late excuse for all this time. They're like, yo, you know what? Fuck that. We need to put something in and push this to the fucking congressmen and shit and be like, yo, they keep using this. Oh, my time change fucked me up on Monday. My bad. Like, no, bitch. Like, go ahead.
Anybody who has children or animals immediately notices how it fucks up their life, yo. Those animals are up. Like, yo, nigga, you don't usually take me for a piss right now? Like, I need to use the bathroom. Children, they don't get it. They're like, oh, we're just up at 4 a.m.
Oddly enough, Luca has been sleeping in a little bit longer now. Like, it's weird. Like the last 2 days I've noticed, like, he's just sleeps until a little bit later. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense though, because the clocks jump forward, right?
Forward.
So sleeping right? It makes sense, yeah, because he would be sleeping in
Yeah.
that extra like hour to catch up for the hour that he was robbed of. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, 8 o'clock's really 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock,
Previously
right?
7. Right?
Feels like fucking a robbery of my life.
It's crazy how in tune kids are with that, though. That's nuts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. We switched to daylight savings, and then my daughter just had a whole week of just fucked. Or like 3 days of like, I don't want to go to sleep and all this drama, and only yesterday we got her down good, and today we got her down good. So it's like it took like 3 days to get her back into like a rhythm.
Damn.
Sucked. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
rough.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the switching times really sucks. Like there's some studies that link like a dozen or so deaths to the time change. Like
The fuck?
they're saying that like people who live like on the western edge of a time zone, they're like they're like more sleep deprived than other people in the country. So like
Huh.
because the people that they're around, they're gonna go over the border of that time zone, and those people get an extra hour of sleep than he does. Oh wait, they stay up later than he. My fucking brain isn't working, but I think they stay up later because their time is like an hour back, right? So to fuck with those people, he got to stay up later, but then he might work in his own time zone or whatever the fuck. So it's a weird thing, but they're saying that on average, those people are more sleep deprived than other people. And then when you change the time zone, the whole country gets a little bit sleep deprived. And so those two little sleep deprivations that they sometimes get into car crashes like in the morning and just
That's
die.
crazy.
So
That's
God
crazy.
damn.
Yeah, I've heard there's an increase in heart attacks too for some reason, but I don't know
What?
why.
I haven't seen that. That's crazy.
How
That's
how
interesting.
it'll be cool though because like that there's like crazy places like Arizona where like most of the state doesn't do daylight savings, but there's a few towns and shit that do. So you're driving around and you go through a town and suddenly it's an hour later. You leave the town, you're back to.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
that's stupid.
And then Hawaii already doesn't celebrate like it doesn't do daylight savings.
Doesn't celebrate it.
It's a celebration.
How would you
Be-
celebrate daylight
Benjamin
savings? You
Franklin
get a big
invented
clock.
this shit. What was that?
How would you celebrate daylight savings? You would do like the what's that guy's name? With
Flavor
the-
Flav.
Flav.
A picture of yourself last week when you were much happier than you were now.
Everybody loves when you get that hour back, though, right? That's the favorite of everybody. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
get
that
an
fall
hour
back.
of sleep. Yeah, and it's
I
just-
used to work overnight. Yo, the hour back was the
Fallback
worst.
sucks. Yeah.
Oh, 9 hours, bro. And I got paid an 8-hour shift.
See, that's bullshit though. That you didn't get paid for that extra hour. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, man,
Damn.
that shit sucked. Yeah, that
No.
shit sucked. I'd always call out every time.
Now
That's
the
terrible.
only part of daylight savings I'm gonna miss, and I don't even drink that much anymore. But going to the bar on daylight savings day, you get an extra hour drinking.
Ooh, that's fire. So I remember we had a friend, Argenis. We were at a bar with him, and he said, "Damn, I gotta leave at 1 or like 2 or something." And he was like, "I gotta go at 2. And we all knew that at 2 the hour was gonna go back. So we kept seeing him check his time, and shit like that. And then after 2, it went back to 1. And we were like, "Yes, we got you for another hour. You with us for another hour." And he's like, "No, I gotta go home." He was so fucked up about it. He's like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, "It was daylight savings."
That's crazy.
man, it's trying to be honest, and y'all boys bringing it
Yeah,
down.
they hit you with that 159 flip right back to 1. Nah, yo, time zones are fucky. Like I remember one time we were flying to California, and even that flight is a little shitty to be on the airplane, and you see it 3 o'clock, and it takes you like an hour to drive. They could drive to fly through to the next time zone, and when you get there, it's 3 o'clock again. it's like you're suspended in time, like as you're flying west.
That's
Like,
That's
crazy.
yeah. And so it feels like you might get a little uncomfortable. Like time isn't passing. You're never gonna make it. Like, and
That's
the,
already making me feel uneasy.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, that would I'd be weirded out.
it.
I've never done coast to coast. I've heard that jet lag will fuck you up. I've heard the international jet lag will fuck you up even more though. How was Tokyo when you went down there? How did it hit you too bad or?
No, I was going to bed a little earlier than usual, like 9, 10 o'clock. I was in my bed going to sleep. Um, and not too different. I went to the Netherlands as well for a while. Both times, right? Tokyo's like 12 hours. Netherlands is like 8 hour time difference. I don't know. I never felt too bad. I thought Netherlands was rough because I stood up on the plane pretty much. I didn't really sleep, so the whole flight I was just like mostly awake watching movies. So then, when we got to the Netherlands, it was the day. So it's like I had to live a whole day on no sleep, and it was like by the time I got to the hotel room to sleep, I crashed so fucking hard. Like I was laid the fuck out. Some of the best sleep I ever got was in the Netherlands. I used to open the blinds completely open because they didn't have like a lot of tall buildings there, and it was just nice to sleep in the room just with the moonlight. It was really cool. Yeah, I had a hotel room, huge windows. It was just like a big round like window,
It's
and I would
awesome.
just open the blinds and just be
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really fun, cool. Um, but yeah, dude. When I flew one time, I met up Lisi in California. I flew to California, and when I landed over there, for me it was already like 2 o'clock in the morning, right? But when I landed, it's only 11 o'clock. So then she's like, "Oh, let's go to a restaurant or something." And by the time we get back to the hotel to go to sleep, it's already like 3 in the morning. But I'm dead. I'm awake for 24 hours. Like, um, so the time zone stuff is just so crazy. And then I don't know, all the daylight saving shit just makes it way fucking worse.
I want
Yeah,
to
it
know
complicates it.
who's the dick who invented time zone and the daylight savings. I want to know who's like what dick came up in his office and said, "This is what we got to do." Because these are just like questions like I ask myself, like, yo, like who the fuck who invented that, like, or who came up with this? Like, this is what this is. Like, who said that? You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Is like, how did you
Well,
know to break the time zones up properly? I guess use the sun and spin of the obviously right, but like what made you think that?
I don't know. Some of the old things that they figured out, like in like the old timey times. I don't know, Middle Ages, Renaissance period, whenever the fuck some of these things were figured out, like longitude and latitude. It breaks my brain trying to figure out how they figured shit out like this out. Like, because it was all just math, right? Like it was just they did a bunch of calculations and they figured out equations, and that's how they came up with a lot of the shit. But it's nuts, man. Some of those old school skills and technology, like the ability to go across the ocean and navigate by the stars and things like that. It's crazy stuff.
It almost seemed like they were smarter back then because they didn't have technology to help them, right? But it's not that case.
It's weird. It's like define smart. It's like we probably have way more information and knowledge in our head than anybody in like human history. But it's like, are we smarter than those people? Like, it's hard to say.
Because I mean, most of them invented shit.
You could potentially make the argument that we're less skilled.
For sure.
But then the average, I feel like the average person back then was so fucking dumb. Like they didn't know any. They couldn't even read. They couldn't write. They couldn't do math. Anything. Like, but the fucking people that could, they were probably like, some of the best educated people on the planet.
I've
But
heard that.
anyways, yeah, time zones. I don't know who. Like, it's weird. Like, it's like Mateo said, it must have just came about through math because, like, I don't even know how back in the day you could even observe a time zone because
No
like you
idea.
can't travel fast enough to notice that, like, oh, the sun's moving really slow across the sky. You know what I mean? Because like it makes sense, right? Like, if everywhere you go, if the sun is directly overhead, you'll just call it noon, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Halfway, yeah.
I don't know. So California, you call it noon. In New York, you call it noon. But if y'all in communication, like y'all know that y'all noons ain't the same noons. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's something like that. I don't fucking know. The daylight savings thing though, that's Benjamin Franklin. You know.
Oh,
the
is it
guy.
really?
Yeah.
Did it have something to do with farmers? I've always heard that it had something to do with farmers.
Yeah, it has something to do with just like getting the most out of your land or whatever. Some journal or some shit he wrote. Yeah.
You think they called Benjamin Franklin Benny Franklin?
Nah. He probably would not. He probably would have shot you with a gun if you called him Benny. Like,
Yeah, he usually went by Chuck.
yeah, Chuck all day.
I would even say Ben, just to keep it short. Maybe his close, like his own fucking Padawans, I guess. But yo, Ben, you know what I mean? They kept it a buck with.
Wait, are we doing an alternate like history where Benjamin Franklin was a Jedi?
He would be a dope ass Jedi. Think about it. Man might be Obi-Wan himself. But no, yeah, that's time change shit is it definitely I think we'll benefit better from it. Just keep it simple. It's gonna be a little lighter here, a little darker here, whatever.
So which time do you guys prefer? Standard time or daylight savings time?
Standard time.
So
I
you don't like the time right now?
Nope.
This is what I like, yeah, because I don't want the sun to go down at 4:30.
I don't know what
I
my
like
preference
this right
is.
here.
I get up
The sun
early,
goes-
so to me, like getting sunlight early in the morning when I wake up is better for me.
You also get more sunlight in the summer than in the winter. In the winter, there's less sun per hour per days. So it's nice. We went from 4:30 sun going down. Now it's like 7:30.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer daylight savings time. Like, I like waking up when it's dark. That's like one of my favorite feelings is like waking up in the morning, sun's still not up. You could catch more sunrises at more reasonable hours, things like that. And then it's just fire to get out of work and it's just fucking light. Like when we switch back to standard time and I fucking get home at 5:30 and it's fucking pitch black, like that shit sucks. Like I can't do nothing. That's it. I'm stuck in my house. It's over.
Yep.
That sucks. So I think they're voting this to keep it the current time.
No, so they're keeping it. They want daylight as the time.
I had to look it up. I remembered it had a real dumb name. The Sunshine Protection Act. What a stupid name.
Is that
Gotta
the
protect
name
the
for this?
sunshine.
The bills are so stupid too. They like the names of bills are so fucking dumb. The Sunshine Protection Act. It makes it sound like somebody was out there trying to cause harm against the sun rays.
The fuck? She makes no damn sense.
Just want to put it out there that I am anti-sun.
Like Mr. Burns.
Damn.
Damn, Simpsons reference is crazy.
The sun has irreparably damaged my ball sack.
Why is your sack exposed to the
It's
sun?
extra wrinkly.
Have you been
From
doing
all-
that thing where you like tan your butthole?
I spent one of many days at Lake Worth Beach.
I can never tell, nigga. Your legs was white as fuck. Remember how we used
Because
to
he was
call
all
you?
covered up and he was only exposing his balls.
My just
How
my
else do you think his balls
nutsack.
got fucked up?
He just has like
My mom would hand me the sunscreen and I'd put it everywhere except my nuts. Nobody told me. Nobody warned me.
Yo, what's the name of the blanket?
dangers.
What's the name of the blanket that some Jewish people like they use to have sex? It's like Joey goes to the beach with one of those blankets. It just has like the genital hose. He
And
just
my
puts
nuts.
his balls through.
There probably is a name for that actual thing. Who is it? The Mormons use that shit too, or something like that. I forget. Mennonites,
Yo,
something
my
like that.
aunt one time, she was in Brooklyn, and some lady convinced her to buy a blanket because she loves to sew and things like that. And she was like, "Oh, these fabrics are so good." And she was like, "Oh, what material is this? Oh, this is amazing." And she bought like some blankets from like a Hasidic like a shop or whatever. And then when she got to the crib and threw it out, she was like, "Yo, I'm missing blanket." Like this was the whole. And then I think when my uncle saw it later, he explained it to her. She was a fucking appalled. She was
He's like, "You want to use this blanket?" That's funny. I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. Like a fuck blanket. That's wild. And the intended purposes of that is for what? So we can't see each other?
Yeah, I think there's some religions don't want to expose their like naked body to one another.
Oh, but
so
they
I
still
think
want
it's
to
like a
pipe.
way-
I tell you one thing: they
They
don't
still
bring
wanna
those
play.
blankets over when they're visiting the prostitutes. I'll tell you that.
Damn, dog, what you snitching on the pod?
He's got all the.
Oh no, I'm being for real. They go for prostitutes more than the average Joe. Yeah, they definitely ain't bringing those blankets in with them. There was one guy that went to a sex party at the building I worked at, and they kicked him out. He got kicked out of the party.
to bring in a
I
blanket.
guess he stink. He was stinky.
Oh, that sucks.
He was so upset. He came to the lobby and he says, "They are having a sex party upstairs.
Oh, he snitched.
Call the police." He says, "They are having a sex party."
Yo,
New York is a wild place, dude. Y'all aren't even in the fucking United States. Y'all are just a different universe, different
It's like-
fucking country.
that's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah. Imagine paying to get into a sex party, and then niggas is like, no.
You think that you gotta pay to get into that?
I would assume you have
Oh.
to pay.
Absolutely.
Like a
That's
membership
like
fee?
prostitution, though.
I mean,
No,
yes,
it's just
it
a
is.
party. It's just a party, right? It's just a
Well,
party.
it's like those it's like those swingers clubs. I've known people that were in the scene, right? And there's like a membership fee, and I think you pay more if you're a single male going to a swinger club than like a couple going to a swingers club.
Facts.
So
That
Makes
only
sense.
makes sense, yeah, because you're gonna enjoy everything, and no one's gonna enjoy whatever you got. It's like you're coming to a party with no nothing. You didn't. It's a BYOB, and you ain't bring nothing. All right,
no, you showed up with worse than nothing. You showed up with some like stanky ass natty light or something.
They really need to make prostitution legal.
Vegas, it's legal, right?
Yeah.
You want to go live in fucking what the fuck is that place up there that I want to visit?
Vegas?
Oh, Amsterdam?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is lit, bro.
I want to go there one day.
Same.
Not because of
Same.
prostitution, but just because I just want.
Oh, yeah, because of the prostitution. Yes. I'm getting my salad tossed.
Do you
The
want to?
red light district was just like a strip of.
It's like a
It's
bar.
like what you would expect. It wasn't like nothing crazy.
Oh, you walk down the strip.
Oh, that's the Netherlands. What? I'm an idiot. What's
in
wrong
Amsterdam,
with me?
yeah.
So
Went to Amsterdam.
so Pucho, like
Say if you
us
jump
on
into the
strip.
canals, your whole legs and everything will get all fucked up. The whole thing is just mad bicycles in the canals.
God damn.
Italy.
They ride so many bikes over there that I guess enough people done crash and drop their bikes or whatever in the canals. Because those cities are just like a lot of canals.
You probably shouldn't throw your bike into the canal, but you know what? If I crashed my bike and it was all fucked up and it was an expensive bike, I would understand the urge to throw your bike into the river.
Fuck all this bike talk. I'm done with this bike talk. How was that?
Tetanus must be stupid. Wait, right?
Yeah.
If you get like a rusty
Rust.
cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How was the strip? We're talking about bikes. How was the strip? Were they in the windows like in the movies? You know how they were in the glass windows and they were just like
Shit was whack. It was.
shit was whack.
They had Bud ice cream though.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
something different. Yeah,
Oh,
because you
man.
could smoke legal over there too.
Damn, I can't wait for New York to come out with all these creations, bro.
How is it taking this long?
It's
I feel
all
like
a
it didn't take
fucking-
Denver this long to ramp up.
It's fucking legal fucking fuck. This
Because
fucking
it's Denver.
You know what I
Legal
mean?
A place like
fucking
a,
fuck.
a place like I don't know how California did it. California did it. Is it
Fast.
legal, or is it just medicinal?
Oh, it's
I
100%.
think
Like
it's
over
legal,
here,
legal.
recreational. It's just like over here. They were the first, I think.
Yeah, they did medical first, then they did recreational like a few years later or some shit. Where are they gonna fit these dispensaries at? Is it just gonna be in the bodegas? The bodega's gonna have like a little like divider in the middle.
Oh, it's already going down. You can get bud at your local bodega.
Oh,
now.
shit.
Yeah.
Is it premium shit?
The Ox definitely have that shit on lock. Edibles, vapes, all that shit. They
Damn,
have at
so
the
I can
delis.
go up in there and be like, yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. And then let me
Yeah.
get that Aquay Bud. The
The Aki way. Let me get an
Aki
eighth.
way.
The Aki way. Pretty sure you could.
And 2 chopped cheese.
2 chopped cheeses and an eighth the Aki way.
Damn,
The
that shit
implication
sounds
is that
fire.
they got like the implication is that they got like a bacon grease bud back there too. Like if you're getting the Aki way, you're getting the turkey grease bud. Like
That shit might be fire.
That shit, yo, facts.
That might be what I need.
that's what the Aki way is. They'll hit you with the turkey bacon. Like they ain't gonna hit you with that pork. You ain't eating no swine.
Nah, we don't eat that around here. But nah. Anyways. Yeah, nah. Time change. It's a big
Straight
ass
far
fuck-
away from that one.
Yeah, that shit was way left.
Yeah,
Time
the
change
second
is
party was a fantastic man.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Did
Fuck it.
But I just want to know one thing. Do they know when they're gonna vote for this?
It's already voted.
Oh.
It just needs to be signed by Biden, I think, right?
Damn, I didn't even know they
The
voted
House
for
passed
this.
it. I thought the Senate passed it. I didn't think the
Biden's old ass better sign it.
I thought it went House, then Senate, then Biden, but I'm not a political like procedure kind of dude. What,
Yeah.
do you remember that Bill singing about how it gets made? Let's get that Bill on the podcast to tell us how this works.
What is he doing?
Yeah, I don't
Being
think.
a
I think most
bad
bills
boy.
go. What the fuck?
This is why you don't.
Yeah, animal abuse, bro. The fuck? Most bills go House, Senate, President, but some things go like some things start in the Senate,
Yeah.
and then it goes to the House, and then it goes back to the Senate where they need to do like an actual vote.
Interesting.
I think there's some laws that originate in the Senate because they write the laws. The Senate does.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to the next thing, if you guys stuck with us through this much of the pod, please show your love and support. If you love what you're watching, you love what you're hearing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us, follow us, spread the love. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We're also on audio only on Spotify. Still not on Pandora. iTunes. We're everywhere. Wherever you think we are not, we're there. Trust us. And also hit that notification bell, man. That way you know when we dropping these hot videos, these hot and readies. You know, that's it. Just show some love, man. And to all the people who are commenting, yo, thank you. Feel the love. Negative or not, you know, feel the love. And don't forget, man, add a little bit of ketchup to that pizza.
Don't do that.
Be good to go.
Don't
Never
fuck-
do that. You'd be better off with ranch than ketchup.
Nah,
Is-
man, you
would
guys
you?
are haters.
I feel like ranch makes more sense to me than putting ketchup on it. I don't know.
All right. One thing I do like, and it wasn't listed there, but I like blue cheese.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like because I like my pizza spicy.
Do you like the
So-
creamy blue cheese or the chunky blue cheese?
Like the
I
chunky.
like them both. I
I
don't know.
think chunky is my preference. I like that the little blocks.
I like creamy blue cheese with chunks in it. Does that make it chunky?
I think that makes it chunky. I feel like
Okay, okay. Then I'm a chunky man. All right. Yeah, I like my pizza spicy, so the blue cheese adds like a nice flavor to balance that spice. Ranch, I hate ranch. And the Cranch people,
What is cranch?
you've never heard of Cranch?
No.
It's ketchup ranch. It's absurd.
Oh, that's awful. Oh no.
Heinz sells
So-
a bottle of Cranch.
Terrible.
It's
Yeah,
a
they
thing.
do.
Wait, so it's like Thousand Island basically? Isn't Thousand
Um,
Island like other condiments mixed with a dressing or some shit? I don't know. I'm not a dressing guy really, man.
I don't
do
like
my-
Thousand Island.
I do my salads naked. Toss a little bit of oil on there, a little bit of pepper, done.
I'm with
That's
that. I
great.
follow up with that. Like that.
Nah, fucking Mateo strong. Mateo chooses his own coffee beans too. Like
Ew, what the fuck?
he just grinds them right down. He don't give a fuck. Like
Just like I'm doing dip, just tuck them into my lip.